Breaking the silence with Fantase Bee. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Fantase Bee. I'm doing this little documentary about what's been going on in my life lately. It's really about the police who've been on my case like way too much. And I'm gonna tell you about how they've been stalking me and trying to make my life miserable. First of all, I'm going to start with the blog, because this has been going on for a long time, right? I don't know if you guys remember, I wrote a blog about, with the letter that I received from LAPD, Dana Harris. I don't know if it was by a mistake or if it was like meant for him to send it to me like on purpose so I know what's going on. I don't know. Either way, I got this letter where it says that they put a warrant on my MySpace account, which is really funny to me, and where they are pretty much controlling my page. Here's the evidence. This is Dana Harris' card, you see, with his badge number, his everything. And here's the letter that was sent to me. Like I said, I don't know if it was a mistake or if it was on purpose. Dana Harris with the same number, badge number, and everything, 25888. And it was sent to me in my email because I was in contact with this guy about a pimp that they wanted me to help them and trap, but it never went like that because I pretty much put myself out anyway. And this guy got a CD from me where it says that my MySpace was on it. And after this is in 2008. Look at the date. In 2008. This is before I left LA. It says, from Dana Harris to Christopher Baus with his badge number. It's 36881. Subject, MySpace warrant. Hi Chris, I met you about a month ago at the city attorney computer training. I need a fairly hot warrant on a MySpace account. Please let me know when you are working again. I am in on Monday the 25th. I have the account information. Any info would be greatly appreciated. For info, it does have an Operation Southborough type, blah blah blah, Southwest, blah blah blah. Thanks, Detective Dana Harris. So these guys are on my shit, on my MySpace, just like I've been telling you guys. And people didn't believe me. And why would I make all this stuff up? You know what I mean? They are on my shit. They don't let any of my comments go through, just when they wanna. So it's pretty much, my page is pretty much shut down. So I have like, once in a blue moon they let picture comments and stuff go through, and it's from people they know I have contact with, you know what I mean? So it's always the same, from the same people. And once in a blue moon they let like some bullshit ad or commercial come up. Anyway, it doesn't matter. What my point is, just like Chameleonaire said about the hip-hop police, watch out for the hip-hop police, kill you, make it look like another mystery. And this is kind of what I feel. Because lately they've been like, everywhere I'm going, they are fucking right there, right next to me. We got undercover cops that are spying on me. I go on vacation, they're like in the same fucking hotel room as me. I'm going to tell you all about this more in details. First of all, a couple of weeks ago, I was in Gothenburg visiting my family. On my way back home to Stockholm, I'm on the train and there's a man sitting next to me. And this man, he was a Swedish tall man. And he was looking at me and I was like, he's a cop. I swear to God, I could just feel it, he was a cop. And then me and him, we started talking. And then he asked me, what do you do, blah, blah, blah. And I said, what do you do? And I was like, are you a computer technician? And I know he wasn't. I was just, you know, playing dumb. And he was like, no. And then I was like, okay, so you're a fireman or you're a cop? And he was like, yeah, I am. I was like, which one? He said, I'm a cop, but shh, don't be loud about it. I was like, oh. And then I knew exactly. I was like, see how my gut was right? Anyway, so Now, I know he was there just to sit and spy on me because there were plenty of seats available. And remember, this is the police. They can find out anything about anybody. All the phones are, they're listening to everybody's conversation, especially in Sweden. And it's really easy for them to track you. Anyway, this is it. And then when I go on vacation in Greece, I see no cops, nowhere. So I asked this guy in a nightclub, I was like, dude, his name was Alex. I was like, Alex, is there any cops in this country? Because I really didn't see them anywhere for a whole week. Now listen to this. He was like, no, barely, you barely see them. I was like, okay. I was sharing the room with the hotel room with a female named Leyla Khalandi. She was Persian from Iran. She was a Kurd from Iran. And she was like, I asked her, what do you work with? She was like, I work with investigations and kids who going through crisis with family members who's taking drugs, blah, 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 And I kind of didn't believe her. I felt that, I don't know, I just didn't believe her shit. And then one night, the reason why me and her shared room was because in Sweden, if you travel last minute, they put you, if you travel alone, they put you with a random traveler in the same room. So you have to share. I was like, whatever, And this bitch, I tried to see what she was about. Because she was just sitting there making notes. She wouldn't go out of the room. She was just staying in the room the whole time. She was like, yeah, I'm here to diet. And blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, right. And then one night I was like, I hate cops, I don't like the system. And she was like, well, I was really going hard about I don't like the system. And then she was like, well, I don't work, I don't hang out with the guys from my work. And then she just ate up her words. Like, oh fuck, I shouldn't have said that. And then she was like this, and she couldn't sit still, and she was playing with and I was just staring at her. I was like, see bitch, I knew you was a pig. The next day I wrote a letter I know you're a cop, I eat bitches like you, just fuck with her the same way she was fucking with me. And I folded the letter and I put it on my desk and I go out. The morning after, when I come home, the morning after, I'm hearing her. She's on the phone. She's asking to get transferred because she didn't want to stay in the room with me anymore. Because she pretty much, I think she felt exposed. Why would she want to get transferred the day after? I know she was going to read that letter. My whole point is, they are stalking me. They are in my all around my business. And listen to this. After, when she leaves, I go to the village where to buy grocery things, and in the grocery shop there's a female cop coming in and starting to stare at me. And I was like, what the fuck is her problem? Then the day after, I'm in Platanias. I'm sitting on a bench waiting for the bus to come. I don't give a fuck. I get on the bus, whatever. It's Greece. So then I see two cops on their bikes coming with their blue lights and posting up right next to me with their lights on. And just staring at me harsh, intimidating me. The next day, I go by the beach, and remember, this is just within a couple of days' time. The next day, I go to the beach to eat, then I see a police car coming right by the beach and posting up again, right in front of me, just staring at me, And I was like, what the fuck is going on? I go to Platanias, there they are again. By the same bench where I'm sitting and waiting for the bus. I swear to God, I have nothing to gain from telling this shit. This is the God honest truth. And then they come again, but this time they start driving along with the bus, right next to me. Along with the bus, they're riding next to me. They never come up to me and talk to me. They just coming where I'm at. At the airport on Sunday night, this Sunday that just went by, on the 23rd, I'm at the airport in Chania, Greece. There's thousands of people there. Who do you think the police come again posting up next to? Yup, me, of course. and staring at me. Now this time I was fed up, so I was like, motherfuckers, you looking at me? Now let me give you something to look at.